You folks watching might not have picked up on this, but Sean and I are actually extremely competitive. And the other day we were throwing out some numbers. The numbers were what the rate was we got on our refinance.
I want to talk about it. She got 2.99 and I got a 3.0, and it really bugs me. That said, though, right now is a perfect time to refi and maybe even buy a new home. And here to talk about just that
Ooh.
is our friend Matt Garnes. He is the senior loan officer with the Garnes team. It's great having you, my friend. How are you?
Hi, Matt.
I'm doing fantastic. You guys?
Doing all right. Doing all right. I think those low loan rates are really helping drive A, refinances are through the roof, and B, the real estate market where we all thought, oh my goodness, this coronavirus is immediately going to drop the price. It really hasn't. As a matter of fact, it's more competitive than ever, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Back when this first started with the coronavirus, everyone kind of panicked about what was going to happen, but it has driven rates down, and it seems like right when we thought we hit bottom, rates drop again, and we're kind of in that situation now where we're locking more and more people in the twos, and rates are
Mm.
poised to possibly go lower because two
Wow.
important things happened this week. You have your mortgage bonds, which were sitting at a very important ceiling, and they were just kind of bouncing off the ceiling. Well, they finally broke through that level, and it drove the 10-year treasury yields down. They were sitting at a very important floor of support at 0.60%. It finally broke through that, and it's currently sitting at the next floor of support, which is 0.54, and it's poised to go even lower to 0.5.
Wow.
So now, so uh, it could go lower on rates, but there's in a normal market, I would say yes, rates should definitely go lower, but we're in a situation where lenders are just overloaded right now with refinance business,
Yeah.
purchase business, and
Yeah.
there's only so much money in the pool that we can lend out in any given month. So
Mm.
do we really want, or do we have the capacity to take on another wave of refinance loans? So that may factor into the eventual rates.
Interesting. I was thinking while you're talking about the low rates, I was thinking of the song, How Low Can They Go? How low can they go? And like you said, I mean, if we're talking about twos, I don't remember well another time in my adult lifetime that people were able to get rates in the twos. So this is a unprecedented time. It also means for those looking to buy a home that they have a little more purchasing power, doesn't it?
Correct. So basically, every quarter point lower on the rate on about a $300,000 purchase, it's going to get you about another $10,000 in purchasing power.
Wow.
Wow.
So very important, and this is the thing. Now you have a lot of people that are wanting to get a closing. I know that my closing took some time, and JJ's took some time.
Yeah.
What can
Oh
we
yeah.
do as home buyers, homeowners, refires to help make sure that our application and everything that's involved with it goes as smooth as possible, and we get a nice quick closing?
Yeah, that's a great question because with low inventories and buyers out there, it's very competitive trying to get into contract on a home. So um, some buyers and agents are trying to throw in shorter close of escrow dates in order to kind of edge out the competition, and it's making it tougher on us because trying to get a home loan closed in under 30 days these days are tough. So it
Mhm.
is important as a buyer that you have your ducks in a row. It is important that once you're in contract, you not only have to make close of escrow, but you have to make certain contingency dates. There's appraisal contingency, there's loan approval contingency. So it's important if your lender needs any sort of documentation throughout the process that you get that to them right away.
ASAP. Yeah.
If you wait 3, 4, 5 days to get them paperwork, your loan is going to sit that 3, 4, 5 days. And
Sure.
there's also some very important do's and don'ts during the loan process. Um, don't buy a car, don't open up any new trade lines, don't throw any large cash deposits in your account. in week 2 or 3, because that will definitely hold up your loan, because now we have to go back and relook at the car payment or the new credit card you open up, or we have to source cash deposits. So that will definitely put a delay in your loan, and it could cause you to miss close of escrow for sure.
Interesting. We want to also keep in mind all the folks out there who, maybe have been furloughed from their jobs. Maybe they are not working right now. This is a tough time for a lot of people. We don't want them to miss out on these opportunities. How can you help people in those situations?
Yeah, that's a really tough one, and I've had to have some really tough conversations with some people. And unfortunately, if you are furloughed and you're not getting paid, there really isn't a lot that we can do for you. I have had some clients that were furloughed that were able to pull in some co-signers to kind of bridge that gap, so that certainly helps. But once you are back to work, then it's important for us to check and see, are you going back to work? If you're an hourly 40-hour-a-week employee, are you going back 40 hours, or are you going back to 28 hours a week? Because now we can only calculate 28 hours a week, rather than 40. Are you self-employed? Are you a business owner? So it's really a case by case, depending upon your situation.
And it's a tough spot because, frankly, that refi could very well save them hundreds of dollars a month, which could possibly create a better situation for them with a fewer hours. It really is chicken and the egg. Before we go, really quickly, closing costs. No one likes paying more of them. You're helping people pay less. How's that?
That's correct. If you call up and you mention the show, we will give you a credit of $500 towards your closing costs.
Fantastic. Matt, it's great having you, buddy.
Thanks, Matt.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for joining us. Hey, listen, if you want to learn more about the Garnes team and Matt, you could just go to the website you see right there on your screen. You could also give them a call. The number is there as well. You got the Garnes team, and Nova Home Loans, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.